Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another Britney Spears reading. So, as you know, I've done a ton of Britney readings before. I'll put the last one up here. I have been saying for a very long time that I felt like September was an important month, and guess what? Britney Spears is finally on her way to freedom. So I'm sure by now you've heard the news that Jamie has been suspended from the conservatorship. Her dad. So thank God, huge win, huge victory. This is the beginning of the end of the conservatorship, as I've been predicting. So I'm super excited. And Britney Spears is also engaged, which is super exciting. Now, I have done lots of readings. Sam has come up a little bit, but not too much. So I figured, why don't we kind of go ahead and look at Britney and see what's going on and see if maybe we can get a focus on her and Sam's engagement, what their relationship is like, and how it's going to go. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only, and let's get started. Okay, so Britney's gonna be on the left, Sam is on the right. Oh, damn it, I knew it. Okay, so, excuse me, it's the truth. This is exactly what I saw in a previous reading. So, like I've been saying for years now, Britney Spears is a lot smarter than anyone freaking realizes. The temperance card is impatience and imbalance. So that's some form of inequality. So that does mean that he likes her more than she likes him. I know that might be hard to believe, but it is true, and it's what I consistently see. For her, there's definitely an aspect of a means to an end. The Knight of Swords is a verse in between the two of them, which is like impure intentions, but I don't believe that that's necessarily coming from Sam. I actually think that's coming from Britney. Britney is in a rebellious phase. Britney needs a way out. Britney wants freedom. Britney's going to attach herself to things that are able to get her where she needs to go. And that is the dynamic that I see between the two of them. I do not see it as like the two of them have like a bad relationship. I actually do think there is some level of chemistry there, at least somewhere. So I don't actually see bad blood or, craziness or wild stuff. I actually just see it as Britney being a lot smarter than people realize and knowing what she needs to do to get what she wants. Now, I'm not sure if that's like, her just wanting to be a mom, or her just wanting to be with someone, or her just wanting to get out and then, get rid of someone or him or something. I'm not really sure. We'll keep pulling, but this aspect is very obvious to me. The Seven of Cups is what he's represented as, which is a pipe dream. So to me, that's like a fantasy world, and he's in a fantasy world. And to me, that also means he's slightly delusional. So we love that, like think of the Seven of Cups as like a Pisces being like delusional and like in love and just like, all over the place. But I also do not see him as super intelligent. Not that he's stupid, but what I'm saying is I don't think he's super savvy when it comes to people. I guess the word would be street smarts. And I do believe that Britney is. She may not show it, but she is. And so for me, there's definitely a level of she has the upper hand here, and she knows that she has the upper hand here. So I wouldn't be worried about her in this relationship at all. I would be more worried if I was him. Yeah, so obviously this right here. So the Sun is about happiness and its relationship. It's like a resounding yes. I also sometimes pull that for babies. So like I said before, I wouldn't be shocked if she's just like, I want to have a baby, The High Priestess is trust and healing. So there is a level of trust there. I do believe that Sam did something for her, maybe recently or within maybe the past 2 years or something. Oh, I wonder if it was the residency. What happened with the Vegas residency. He did something that earned her trust. She was kind of all over the place for a while. I'm not sure if they had a rocky middle or something, but he did something. He fought for her or did something for her. The Ace of Swords is an opportunity. So there was something that he did. I don't know if he saved her from something or protected her from something or shielded her from something, but there's something that he really gained her trust in. And it was a pivotal moment, and it's recent. The Ace of Swords is an aggressive act. So it's something that he did for her. I do believe that he actually does want to do things for her. But again, it's the Seven of Cups. It's this fantasy. He's kind of stuck in this fantasy world. She's kind of looking at it as an opportunity. He's looking at it as a fantasy. Well, there's the marriage card. Now, I do see some sort of hiccup with marriage. So marriage and commitment, Hierophant, but the Five of Wands, avoiding, and the Four of Swords, rejection. I wonder if there's going to be like a legal issue or someone's going to get in the way of their marriage or a potential marriage. Because sometimes that could be like, maybe we break off the engagement. I mean, I guess technically it could be a breakup, the two of them separating, but it looks more like foul play to me. There's definitely some sort of issue. I'm not sure if it's a legality or if it's someone being messy, but all I can tell you is there's definitely something. There's a wrench in this plan somewhere. I don't know how they'll be able to iron it out or if they will. Yeah, there's the death card. That's a change in direction. Has to do with business. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles has to do with money, status, probably the conservatorship, and the fact that conservatorship is probably still going to remain with her money and finances. Definitely looks like there's logistics there. I wonder if Britney might decide that she doesn't want to get married again. It might be that. It might be her being like, I'm a bad bitch. I don't need to get married. I'm not sure. Okay. But there's definitely an issue with the follow through with their marriage for sure. Or I guess their engagement, I should say. Well, this is what I expected. So as Britney is more freed, the Strength card is vulnerability. The Empress is like, again, that's like losing control, which we know she did. And it's also like a little issue with self-love. And the Queen of Wands is like, it's like a bad bitch. So when it's reversed, it's like feeling burnt out, whatever. She definitely felt and has felt uninspired. And so we also see the Empress as mom. So definitely looking at her, obviously feeling pressure to be a mom and maybe some issues there. But on top of all of this, basically what it means is that as she starts to be more freed, Britney's going to change. She's going to feel more inspired, more invigorated, going to be more creative, definitely going to be hungrier again. Like I see her getting hungry again. I see her being excited. I see her wanting to take over. So I think she's going to be at a crossroads where she's going to have to decide, do I really want to settle down and just chill? Or do I want to take over the world one more time? Baby, one more time. I really do feel like she's probably going to choose the latter because it's really difficult to move past Empress and Queen of Wands reversed without doing something bold like that. I also see her wanting to switch up things. Like there's something unexpected from her. I know she talked about wanting to make a book, but there's something else, an endeavor that's definitely unexpected from her. She's been working on a lot of stuff in secret. Yeah. That's her creative energy. That's other people helping her. And the Ace of Wands is a person we knew. It's also a pregnancy card. So like I said before, definitely looking at her wanting to have a baby really, really, really badly. I do think that she'll be able to do that if she wants to, but I'm also telling you there's definitely, I wonder if there's 3 separate endeavors. One of them is probably music, but I wonder if it's like movie, TV, music, or if it's like book, TV, music. There's definitely something else unexpected from her. Yeah, she's been blocked from being able to release a lot of stuff that she's wanted to release, and she's going to start doing it. I think we should be seeing leaks of something soon. 5 of Swords reversed, that's definitely an issue with the details, which means someone has access to something they shouldn't. But the King of Wands is reversed, which is like actions against someone, and the Knight of Wands is things getting worse before they get better. So it looks like someone who's bitter is going to start to release things. I wonder who that could be. But yeah, going to start to release things to kind of sabotage projects. It's not going to work. Good luck, sis. That ain't working. You could try, but it ain't going to work. Keep it up, though. Papa, don't preach. The 8 of Wands is reversed. The 4 of Cups is reversed, and the Queen of Cups. You know what's interesting is it feels like she's been very numb for a while. And I actually think she's going to be candid about that. There's something where she's going to be very candid about her emotions. I wonder if it's a song or something. There's definitely something where she's going to be super candid about her being like kind of unemotional for a while and like a zombie and feeling like empty. You know what's interesting is every time I try to focus on Sam, and Sam is really hot. I actually like Sam. He's not super important in anything that I see. Like he shows up as 7 of Cups, which is like someone who's fantasy, someone who is a fantasy, sells a fantasy, is living in a fantasy, is like hot, and then that's kind of it. It's not like they don't like him or she doesn't like him. It's just that he's not as big of a factor as everyone is trying to make him seem. And that's not a bad thing. but it's just kind of like a neutral thing. Like there's not really much else to go on. And again, like I said before, Britney is the brains on operation. If you don't think that, you're naive. But I think he's probably a little naive himself. So maybe that's why it works. The Six of Pentacles is about accountability, reliability. The Nine of Swords is stress, and the Moon is reverse exposing of secrets. So once again, it does look like we're going to have a lot of people coming forward with projects that were, sabotaged by her camp and people that used to work for her and things like that. We're going to see a lot of stuff like that. But I also think Britney herself is going to start to talk. There's going to be some way where she's going to be able to talk about things that she wanted to do and things that she wanted to experience that were sabotaged. I mean, she is going to spill the beans 100%. She also wants to embarrass someone because she feels like they embarrassed her. The Six of Wands is an ego, and it's like pride that's hurt. And the Knight of Pentacles, inconsistency, and the Chariot is a halt in progress. There's someone that she wants to embarrass that she feels like consistently embarrassed her and got away with it. This is definitely giving me, you know what it reminds me of? You know, like all those like clips of like late night hosts like harassing women like Lindsay Lohan and stuff. And when we look at it now, we're like, that's not cool. It's stuff like that. The Ten of Wands, a burden. It's been on her shoulders for a while. The Five of Pentacles, it's someone who has power and influence or had. And the Eight of Pentacles is like a waste of time and effort. So it definitely looks like she's going to start to kind of expose some of the crap that she went through. I wonder if she's making her own documentary or maybe a YouTube video. But she's definitely going to start to talk about that, about how she's been treated and the things that she's gone through. And it's interesting because she's going to have the power back. That's why the Five of Pentacles there. She's taking the power back from other people. And I think these people think that no one will believe her, but it's the exact opposite. The amount of power and control that Britney will now have. So the universe rights wrong. So obviously everyone had power and control over her. So now it's opposite. So Britney is about to get retribution and a little bit of revenge, but it's mostly retribution. I knew it. Ten of Swords is a backstabbing and betrayal. The Justice card, people breaking the law or doing things they shouldn't and screwing her over and her having to walk away from them or them walking away from her. She's definitely got a list. She's got a shit list. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be very effective. If I worked in the entertainment industry during Britney's reign, I would be scared right now because Britney is going to be ending careers 100%. And I think that's why a lot of people have been quiet, allegedly. It's all alleged for entertainment purpose only. But I think that's why a lot of people have been quiet and complacent, is because they know once Britney starts talking, it's over. And I do believe that that is going to happen. And I do believe it's going to be effective. I do not believe that people are going to be like, oh, no. The Devil card here is abuse. The Ten of Cups, happily ever after, and also family. It's also people around her. And the Six of Swords is having to walk away from that. It's also the internet. That's also the traveling, all the experiences she had. When I tell you Britney is going to end on top, Britney is going to end on top. And I think that's exactly why everyone is terrified. She's going to be using everyone she can to get to that position. I think that's why. I don't think that she hates Sam. I do think she has love for Sam. But I also know that she's using Sam as a tool to get to where she needs to go. I have been saying that for years. And that is what I see consistently. And I think that's just how it's going to go. I also see, so what's interesting is I definitely see the Knight of Wands makes me think of, it's like a younger fire sign. That makes me think of Jamie Lynn. The Hangman is not wanting to let something go, and the Five of Cups is like a disappointment. There's definitely going to be a tit for tat with Jamie Lynn. I think she's going to do something really, 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 really shady to Jamie Lynn. Funnily enough, I do believe that her and Jamie Lynn eventually will make up. But Britney wants to hit her where it hurts one more time. Yeah, I knew it. The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So there's definitely something financial that got between the two of them. If you look at my last reading, I saw this. There's some sort of greedy, selfish thing. So she's going to say one more thing to stick it to Jamie Lynn, and then I do believe they'll be able to get over this. I actually do see healing for the sisters. It's just going to take a little bit to get there, and I'm going to be honest with you, Jamie Lynn, you kind of deserve this a little bit, sis. I'm not going to lie. So I do believe they'll be able to get together, but that's Jamie. That's got Jamie written all over it. I think it's because I think Jamie needs to talk about some of the experiences that she's had, and I think once she talks about the experiences that she's had in the industry, people will understand her. She'll be humanized, and Britney and America or the universe or the world as a whole will have empathy towards her. She needs to talk. That's the problem, and I think that's where Britney is going to end up throwing some shots at it. Be like, you were just as much of a victim in scenarios as I was. Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups. Just because you've been able to detach from it doesn't mean, you know, it's not real. The Seven of Pentacles is like a comfortable, it's like, yeah, you're comfortable in this, but you shouldn't be. So to me, it's just more along the lines of like, you need to be honest too. Yep. Two of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Yeah. Because I do see Britney being like, listen, we can do this together. We can be honest together. But that's not to say that she's not going to be shady as hell first. Britney is coming for hoes. Okay, so let me think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we're kind of missing. I've been doing this thing, where I, shuffle my playlist and I like try to get a song to see like what I can get from that. So let's see here. Imagine I get a Britney song. I mean, there's a lot of Britney songs on there, but I doubt it. Oh my God. It's Jennifer Lopez, Get Right. I mean, honestly, that song in general is kind of just like, it's all over the place, but what I take from the words get right makes me think of make it right, get the story right, get the story straight. That's what I think. I take it more as a literal than like necessarily the song as a whole, because when I hear the words get right, I'm like, I just hear Britney being like, get it right, this is what it is. Clear the air, clear the story. I basically think Britney's going to be going to people and being like, if you don't tell the real truth, I will. The bitch is back. She's literally gonna be like, if you don't start telling your truth, I will. So I'm actually really happy about this. Yeah, I mean, things seem to be pretty good. I will say there's going to be a battle over her finances, but that's obvious. The conservatorship over her finances is going to be a lot uphill battle for sure. Britney doesn't give a shit about that, just so you know. She never cared about money. It's not really relevant to her. So she doesn't care about that. And I also don't see Sam Asghari as someone that is money hungry or greedy. Like I said before, Sam just kind of looks like a little bit of a naive lost puppy who enjoys the fantasy, and is pleased to be where he's at. I'm not really seeing like an ugly breakup if they were to break up, but I'm also not necessarily seeing that in general. Like, again, it's hard. His energy is faint here, so it's hard. But he kind of just looks like, you know, like a really hot guy who's like sweet and, you know, cute. We love that. But yeah, anyways, that's what I see. If you guys like that, make sure you tip. There's a link to my video down below. Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. And until next time, bye guys.